Hi folks, welcome back to the Carver's Woodshop. This is our next new project here. What I have is a Hobo Angel, and I haven't seen one of these done before. And I thought, well, it's time to make something new and different, and hopefully you'll enjoy doing this. What this is, it's a Hobo Angel. As you see here, here's the pattern, and the pattern will be $1.50 if you're interested in purchasing this. You can just email me at thecarverswoodshop@yahoo.com. This is only 70% of the original. The original was huge, and there is an awful lot of cutting with this, folks, so you're going to need a lot of patience to do this. Again, you want to draw your pattern on the front. The wood is about 5 inches wide and 2 inches thick, and I cut it out on a bandsaw this way first, okay? And then what I started doing is to actually start cutting out some of the wings. What you want to do is you want to put a center line down the center first. After you draw it on, put a center line all the way down through the center, okay, all the way around and up through the back, and I'll show you the back portion, what I'm doing there later. And then what you want to do is take remember your finger and your project here. You just want to run your line of about 3/4 of an inch of where you're going to stop cutting that wing out. So I already started this because it's such a huge project that it will take a lot of time. I'm doing most of this with a knife. Those of you that have gouges, go ahead and use your gouges if that's going to be quicker for you. You just want to be careful if you're a new person and you're using gouges not to ram it into, you know, when you make your stop cut, not to ram it into your carving. You don't want a bunch of marks on here. The other thing you want to be careful of, and when you're carving this, and I'm going to show this kind of up close here, what you want to do is you want to be real careful to keep your knife flush, okay, completely straight and flat. See how flat I have all that? We have a tendency of holding our knife at an angle like this. Okay, I'm holding it, and you could dig it inward like this much, and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure it's flush and straight in. The other thing I want to tell you, when you're cutting this, make sure you do your corners first. Like, there's my corner. I go straight down into it, okay? And then turn around and go straight down into it again, like so. Alright, and then go back around, and remember, do your edges. You don't want to slice it off this way in case you cut yourself. You want to go from this side inward, okay? And then you're just going to meet the two. Like so, alright? And the same thing down here. Wherever there's a corner or a turn, you can make that pretty deep and flush right at that corner and make it nice and a neat cut, as you see there. Okay, it's a little bit off, but not bad. The deeper you go, the harder it becomes, especially if you're just using a knife. And again, you want to follow this all the way around one way and go the other way from the corner out and meet it, okay? And then you're going to go back and you're just going to slice some of that out, okay? You want to be very careful not to cut into it, alright? And you have your guideline there with your line on both sides, so that will help you not to do too much at one time. So go ahead and cut it out. Remember, if the wood is too hard, like this one is a little bit tougher than my other pieces, I've been spraying it with the ammonia and water and throwing it in a plastic bag overnight. It will soften up for you. So you know, that works out really well. If you're interested in the pattern, just email me. This is going to take a little bit of work. Once we get these wings out, then I'm going to be slicing the body like a corner here. You can see where I'm ready to do that. And we're going to take it a step at a time and see how it works out. Okay, you can also make this pattern a lot smaller and just make little ornaments out of it. And I might end up doing that anyway, depending how this thing works out. So, and I might reduce it even more without all the fancy feathering. You know, this is more of a comical piece, and I hope to get this done in maybe a week or two. So, but I'm going to do all this carving offline on this side, and you know, you can take your time and catch up with me, because I'm not going to be online right away with a new one for the next couple of days or so. So until I get this all cut out. So alright, so we'll take it from there, get it all cut out until that line, and don't do anything with the back yet until we get back together again. Okay folks, thank you very much. Bye bye.